Welcome back, Bridgewater College Teacher Education Program students. This is the third screencast that we're going to do about using WordPress to develop an attractive, easy-to-maintain website for your classroom. And we'll start by going to WordPress. And remember, the way we do that is on any internet accessible device, whether it's an iPad, a computer, or whatever. We're going to go to the site. That's wp.bridgewater.edu/our login name. And when we do, we are presented with the page that we've most recently developed. Now, we need to make some changes to this page, and we'll make those today. Among other things, we're going to learn to create a posting page. Right now, the default is that all of the posts are put on this first page. And in fact, there's a default post called Hello World that we're going to delete here in a few minutes, and we're going to put our own post here. The way I envision my site is that I want my welcome page to show up first when somebody logs in, and then I want them to be able to go to the posting page to see what's happening. But you know, even on both of these pages, there are things that I'm not real happy about. I don't like the fact that I've got multiple lines here that they have to get through to get to any content. I'd like to reduce some of this stuff at the top. In particular, the header up here. I don't know why I need this tagline, and I'll debate about whether I even need to keep the title there or not. So there's some editing that we need to do. Another thing that I'll point out is that even on my welcome page, if we scroll to the bottom, it looks like a person could make a reply to me about my welcome page, and I am going to have a place for people to make comments, but not on my welcome page. So I would like to take that off my welcome page. The main thing we want to do today is to learn to manage our posts. And our posts are where we're going to be putting what's happening, what's coming up in our class, whether it's a field trip or an assignment or whatever, or just even a comment. So let's begin by signing in so that we can edit. And you'll remember the way we do that is we come down to the login icon and we enter our username and password. And that takes us to the dashboard. So I'm on the dashboard now. Let me fix a few things about that page that I said I didn't like. First, let's go to the themes. You remember we had chosen a theme, and although we can change our mind about this, I'm going to click on the custom button on the theme that I've chosen, which happens to be 2012. And here's where the site title and tagline. These are the top two lines on my screen. You can see them over here to the right. You know, if I just erase the tagline, it cleans up a little bit the way that my page looks. If I click on the icon, the checkbox here that says display header text, I can make it all go away. I don't mind that look, to tell you the truth, because now we've got a clean look with the menu items at the top, my icon right here, and this will be the way that a person sees my page. So I'm going to stay with that choice of not having a title or a tagline. Obviously, you can fiddle with this any way you want to. You can have both. You can have one but not the other. Your choice. I'm going to save and publish mine. And it says it's now saved, so we can go back and have a look at it. We'll close this, and we can visit the site and see that our site looks a little cleaner now. I like that look. And if I go to my welcome page, again, I don't see that stuff at the top. I've got a clean welcome page. I might want to change this to say, welcome to EDUC 370. That's, of course, this is a page, just like this one is a page. This right now is the opening page, and I want to change it to the another page, not the opening page. If we take one more look at that welcome page, you might notice at the bottom, remember there's this section here where it looks like people can leave a reply, and I would like to get rid of that. So let's begin by fixing that. We'll go to the dashboard. That was a page we created in the last screencast, and the page was called Welcome. There's an icon here. There's a choice here called Quick Edit. If I click on Quick Edit, notice that there's a box that says Allow Comments. Well, I don't want comments on this page. I want them on another page, but not this one. So I'm going to uncheck the box and update. Now, if we go take a look at our page, and one way to do that would simply be go back, visit site. Now, if I go to my welcome page, no longer at the bottom do you see that option for people to make a comment, and that's exactly what I want. All right, let's go back to Dashboard and begin talking about the major topic of the day, which is posts. Let's click on Post. There's the default post that comes with your initial setup from WordPress. And if I edit that post, you'll see that there's a hello world there and so forth. Well, I just don't care to have this at all. So what I'm going to do is simply to erase this post, just to get rid of it. So if I go back and look at all my posts, it's here. I can trash it, and I think I will. So I'll trash that post, but I'll add a new one. Now, in addition to adding a new post, I would like to add some categories. You don't have to do this, but you can put your post in categories. In my case, I'm actually using our website for two purposes. One is to inform people about 370, and the other is as an example for the assignment of a WordPress site. So what I'm going to do is to add a new category, and I'm going to call that category EDUC 370. All of my posts that I make about EDUC 370, I'll pick this category for it. I'll say add new category, and then I'll do another add new category. This time I'm going to add a category called WordPress. So whenever I make a comment about WordPress, whenever I make a post about WordPress, I'll choose that category. So I'll add that category. So now you can see I've got two categories here. You don't have to use categories, but I think it will help as your website gets used more and more. It will enable a person to only pull up the WordPress post or only to pull up the EDUC 370 post. Let's now add a new post. So I'm adding a new post. This post is going to be about one of the assignments that we do in Education 370, namely it's the high-tech assignment in EDUC 370. So I've got some text that I want to put in here, and I've just typed these in Word. So I'm just going to paste them right in now, right from Word. And here's a post that I would like to make. I would also like to make sure that that post has the category EDUC 370, because again, this is one of those posts that is in a particular category. I can go ahead and publish it now. I'll do that. And if I would like to view the post, I can view it. And remember that right now this post is showing up on our first page. So this will be the first thing a person sees, as it is now. And they do have the option to leave a reply to this. Well, I'd sort of like to edit that post, to tell you the truth. I'd like to put a picture in it. I think it would make it stand out a little bit more. So let's go back to our dashboard. Let's go back to our posts. I'm going to edit this post. And I'm going to add a picture. We did that last time through Add Media. We'll do it again. Click on Add Media. I don't see the picture here I want, so I'm going to upload a file. I'll select the file out of my pictures. And I have an iPad picture here that I think I'd like to put into this one. So here it is. It's a kaleidoscope type picture that I took with my iPad. So I'm going to put that in. And I'll insert it into my post. Now, just like I did the last time we put a picture in, I'll then double click the picture, edit, and choose how I want the text to wrap. I'm going to have my picture on the left and have the text wrap appear on the around it to the right. So now I'll update and update the post. Let's go have a look now and see if our post doesn't look a little bit better. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better now. Okay. Let's make another post. So I'll go back to my dashboard. I'll add another post. Add new. This one's going to be a WordPress type post. So again, I've got some text from Microsoft Word, so I'll paste that in. And I'll put how to get help in WordPress. And it turns out that there's an easy way to get help, and I'm telling my viewers this. If they look up here in the right-hand corner of just about every screen, there's a help button that will help answer questions for you. And in fact, I even have a little graphic to go along with this. So let's add media one more time. Let's upload the file. This is another picture I took. It's just a screen capture. So I'll come down here and grab this one and open it. And I'll insert that into my post. I'll double click. Been doing this before. Edit my image. Maybe I'll put this one so that the picture goes to the right. And I'll update. I'm going to move it up just a little bit by hand. So now this shows where the help screen goes. Let's publish and have a look and see how this post looks. And indeed, that's what I wanted people to see about getting help in WordPress. By the way, if I look at the home page now, you will see both posts. You will see the one about the high-tech assignment and the word about help in WordPress. Oops, I forgot to put the category on this one, and I need to categorize it. So let's go back and edit it. Let's go back to our dashboard. Let's come down to our post, all posts. And I'm going to just use the quick edit feature for this help in WordPress. I could do edit if I want, but I think with the quick edit feature, I can simply change this to a WordPress category. So now, as you can see, I've got my two posts. One is a WordPress post and one is an EDUC 370 post. And they are what show up on my opening screen. The next thing we're going to do is going to seem sort of strange. I'm going to create a blank page. I come down to page. Remember we created a page the last time. I'm just going to create a blank page. Just add new. And I'm going to call it What's Happening. I'm not going to put anything on it whatsoever. And just publish. Now you might wonder, why am I doing that? Well, remember that my goal is to move the post to a secondary page and to move my welcome to the first page. All of this we're going to do under settings. I come down to my settings option and I'm going to go to the reading choice under settings. On the reading, notice it says, okay, your front page displays, and right now it says your latest post. No, I don't want that. I want my front page to display a static page, namely my welcome page. And I want my post page to be the What's Happening. It'll move all those posts, the two that we just did, to our blank What's Happening page. Save our changes. And now let's take a look and see how our website's looking. I'm going to visit my site. Notice that when I come to the home page now, I've got my welcome page. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. When I click on my What's Happening page, I've got these two posts. And that's exactly the way I wanted them to be as well. Notice that a user could make a reply to my posts, but the user cannot make a reply on my home page, my welcome page. Okay? In the next screencast, what we're going to do is to learn to manage this stuff over here on the right. Archives and categories and meta. We're going to learn about something called a widget, and we'll do that in our next screencast. See you then.